DPWH0075 with contract name construction of one-story, two-classroom school building in Lalong Integrated School, Barangay Lalong, Municipality of Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Location, Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office, DPWH Negros Occidental Sub-DEO. Funding Source, FY 2024 RA 11975. Regular 2024 current with sub-allotment number SR 2024-02-010279 with approved budget for the contract 4,975,000. Scope of works, complete construction of one-story, two-classroom school building with toilet, hand wash area, and window grills. The scope of works includes earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other civil works, sanitary and plumbing works, septic vault, storm drainage and downspout, roofing and roof framing works, electrical works, and mechanical works, or as indicated in the approved plans and specifications or as directed by the engineer. Contract duration 127 calendar days. Major similar category of works. For major category of works, BICWO PLC, buildings construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame 1 to 5 stories. For similar categories of works, BICWPH CCP, buildings construction with piles, high-rise concrete frames, cast-in-place piles. BICWPL CCP, buildings construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, cast-in-place piles. BICWPH CDP, buildings construction with piles, high-rise concrete frame, driven piles. BICWPL CDP, buildings construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame, driven piles. BICWOPHC, buildings construction without piles, high-rise concrete frames. BIL, buildings industrial plant, low-rise. BIH, buildings industrial plant, high-rise. BIM, buildings industrial plant, medium-rise. For the qualifier of the major category of works, BICWO PLC, none. For the list of key personnel for the position of project manager, project engineer, project inspector, safety officer, and foreman, the number of personnel is 1. For the years, minimum years of total work experience and minimum years of experience in similar works, 5 years. For the list of key equipment units, 1 bagger mixer, number of units is 2, cargo or service truck 1, water truck or pump 1, generator set 2, welding machine 2, concrete vibrator 2, bar cutter 1, bar bender 1, cutting outfit 1, plate compactor 2, bone truck 1.
For contract ID number 24GQ00, construction from school building in Magsaysay National High School, Barangay Magsaysay, Escalante City, Negros Occidental. Location, Escalante City, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office, DPWH Negros Occidental Sub-DEO. Funding Source, FY 2024 RA 11975. Regular 2024 current with sub-allotment number SR 2024-02-010279. Approved budget for the contract 4,975,000. For the scope of works, complete construction of one-story, two-room school building with toilet, hand wash area, and window grills. The scope of works include earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other civil works, sanitary and plumbing works, septic vault, storm drainage and downspout, roofing and roof framing works, electrical works and mechanical works, or as indicated in the approved plans and specification, or as directed by the engineer. Contract duration 127 calendar days. For the major similar category of works, Major category of works, BICWO PLC, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame from 1 to 5 stories. For similar category of works, BICW PHCCP, BICW PLCCP, BICW PHCDP, BICW PLCDP, BICWO PHC, BIL, BIH, and BIM. For the qualifier for major category of works, BICWO PLC, none. For the list of key personnel for the position of project manager, project engineer, project inspector, materials engineer 1, safety officer, and foreman, the number of personnel for each position is 1, and the minimum years of total work experience and experience in similar works is 5 years. For the list of key equipment units, 1 bagger mixer, 2 cargo or service truck, 1 water truck or pump, 1 unit, generator set, 2 units, welding machine, 2 units, concrete vibrator, 2 units, bar cutter, 1 unit, bar bender, 1 unit, cutting outfit, 1 unit, plate compactor, 2 units, boom truck, 1 unit.
So before we proceed, we will acknowledge the presence via online of Engineer Annalie Mahilong, representative from SDO Escalante City. So we have contact ID number 24GQ0077, contract name, construction of 1-story, 2-classroom school building in San Benito Integrated School, Barangay San Benito, Municipality of Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Location, Calatrava, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office, DPWH Negros Occidental Sub-DEO. Funding Source, FY 2024 RA 11975, Regular 2024 Current, with Sub-Allotment Number SR 2024-02-010279. Approved Budget for the Contract, 4,975,000. Scope of Works, complete construction of 1-story, 2-classroom school building with toilet, hand wash area, and window grills. The scope of works includes earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing works and other civil works, sanitary and plumbing works, septic vault, storm drainage and downspout, roofing and roof framing works, electrical works and mechanical works, or as indicated in the approved plans and specifications, or as directed by the engineer. Contract duration, 127 calendar days. For the major category of works, BICWO PLC. Similar categories of works, BICW PHCCP, BICW PLCCP, BICW PHCDP, BICW PLCDP, BICW OPHC, BIL, BIH, and BIM. For the qualifier, for the major category of works, BICW PLC, none. For the list of key personnel for the position of project manager, project engineer, project inspector, materials engineer 1, safety officer, and foreman, the minimum number of personnel for each position is 1, and the minimum years of total work experience and minimum years of experience in similar works is 5 years. For the list of key equipment units, 1 bagger mixer, 2, cargo or service truck 1, water truck or pump 1, generator set 2, welding machine 2, concrete vibrator 2, bar cutter 1, bar bender 1, cutting outfit 1, plate compactor 2, and boom truck 1.
For contract ID number 24GQ0078 with contract name, construction of 1-story, 2-classroom school building in Sofronio Carmona National High School, Pinuwayan Annex, Barangay Pinuwayan, Municipality of Salvador Benedicto, Negros Occidental. Location, Salvador Benedicto, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office, DPWH Negros Occidental Sub-DEO. Funding Source, FY 2024 RA 11975, Regular 2024 Current, with Sub-Allotment Number SR 2024-02-010279, with Approved budget for the contract, 4,975,000. Scope of works, complete construction of one-story, two-classroom school building with toilet, hand wash area, and window grills. The scope of works includes earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other civil works, sanitary and plumbing works, septic vault, storm drainage and downspout, roofing and roof framing works, electrical works and mechanical works, or as indicated in the approved plans and specifications or as directed by the engineer. Contract duration, 127 calendar days. For the major and similar categories of works, BICWOPLC. For similar category of work, BICWPHCCP, BICWPLCCP, BICWPHCDP, BICWPLCDP, BICWOPC, OPHC, BIL, BIH, BIM. For the qualifier for the major category of works, BICWOPLC, none. For the list of key personnel for the position of project manager, project engineer, project inspector, materials engineer 1, safety officer, and foreman, the number of personnel is 1. For the minimum years of total work experience and years of experience in similar works, 5 years. For the list of key equipment units, 1 bagger mixer, number of units is 2, cargo truck 1, water truck 1, generator set 2, welding machine 2, concrete vibrator 2, bar cutter 1, bar bender 1, cutting outfit 1, plate compactor 2, boom truck 1. For contract ID number 24GQ0081 with contract name Construction of School Building, Old Poblacion National High School, City of Escalante, Negros Occidental. Location, Escalante City, Negros Occidental. Implementing Office, DPWH Negros Occidental, Sub-DEO. Funding source, FY 2024 RA 11975, regular 2024 current with sub-allotment number SR 2024-04-014997 with approved budget for the contract 4,628,881.29 with scope of works complete construction of one-story, two-classroom school building with toilet and hand wash area. The scope of works includes earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other civil works, sanitary and plumbing works, septic vault, roofing and roof framing works, electrical works, and mechanical works, or as indicated in the approved plans and specifications or as directed by the engineer. Contract duration, 127 calendar days. For major category of works, BICWOPLC. For similar categories of works, BICWPHCCP, BICWPLCCP, BICWPHCDP, BICWPLCDP, BICWOPHC, BIL, BIH, and BIM. For the qualifier for the major category of works, BICWOPLC, none. For the list of key personnel for the position of project manager, project engineer, project inspector, materials engineer 1, safety officer, and foreman, number of personnel is 1. For the minimum years of total work experience and minimum years of experience in similar works, 5 years. For the list of key equipment units, 1 bagger mixer, number of units is 2, cargo or service truck 1, water truck 1, generator set 2, welding machine 2, concrete vibrator 2, bar cutter 1, bar bender 1, cutting outfit 1, plate compactor 2, boom truck 1. Schedules Deadline for submission of clarification, August 7, 2024. Deadline for the submission of bids, August 14, 2024. Number of copies of bid proposal, 1 original copy of technical and financial envelope of its bid. Place of submission of bids, Conference Room, DPWH Negros Occidental, Sub-DEO, San Carlos City. Reminders, for the purpose of procurement activities to be held through DPWH Negros Occidental Sub-DEO, prospective bidders are advised to purchase and pay the applicable fee from other DPWH offices for the bidding documents.
Documents, legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages as per GPPB Resolution Number 15, Series of 2021. Technical documents, we have statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules with certificate of acceptance. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period, or original copy of notarized bill securing declaration and project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. List of contractors' minimum material testing equipment as per DEO 11 Series of 2017. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement and, if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of a joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, the prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC. For Class B documents or for joint venture, valid joint venture agreement, and if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case of the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the technical documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of technical documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively in the right-hand top margin, and signed below page number by a duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. For the submission and receipt of bids, so here are the contents of the second envelope or financial proposal. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid, and cash flow by quarter. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the financial documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of financial documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively at the right top margin, and signed below page number by duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of the bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient documents in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. So here are the common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bidders. Failure to submit the original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form, and late submission of bid. We also have failure to submit supporting documents, example, certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project if equipment pledged is to be leased or purchased. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Unsatisfactory CPES rating. Here are the common errors in the submission of bids. Single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, the Board of Secretaries certificate and board resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. For partnership, as indicated in the Articles of Partnership. For the bid security, the bid validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. For the bid security validity period, it's 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. So the bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. So we have cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable LC issued by a universal or commercial bank. So the amount of bid security for the mentioned items, not less than percentage of the ABC, is 2%. For surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security is 5%. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. So here are the following factors to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. So for completeness, no price in required item, non-responsive, indicating a 0 or a dash, read to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words, words prevail. For total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. Unit cost and detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, BOQ prevails. If above ABC, it is disqualified. For post-qualification, verification, validation, and ascertainment of statements made and documents submitted, we have the legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, agreements, and exclusion in any blacklist. For technical requirements, we have key personal minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied, availability and commitment of major construction equipment, failure of the prospective bidder to state the complete technical description of the pledged equipment in the specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security as per DEO number 58, series of 2012. For technical requirements, performance in ongoing government and private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and failures, substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract per conditions at the term of inspection. DEO number 127 series of 2018 strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security, financial requirements, bid price proposal, and NFCC. So here are the notes on the personal and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9 series of 2012 or technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that one personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded to the contract, and 2, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. Also, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded in a contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also, to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected, and if any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. So for the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid, as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. Contract award should be made within the bid validity period. Subcontracting is not allowed.
Of data. Hearing none, I now call this meeting adjourned at 10:30.